So check it out. This is my first time doing one of these really cool live video chats. I do a lot of conference calls, do a lot of seminars, a lot of workshops. But I just want to give a big shout out, obviously, to the Huffington Post and, of course, for Vocal for setting up this technology. I see there's a whole bunch of you out there. I want to just kind of give you the scoop on what I'm going to do. The book is called Life by Design. And really, the book for me is just an expression of all the stuff that's going on inside my head, all the things that I've been working on with all of my personal coaching clients for the last now 20 plus years. I wrote this book. The thing that I really didn't say, yes, this book right here, the thing that I really didn't share inside there, and it was really the stuff I wanted to share like in these kind of intimate settings was, you know, what ultimately kills performance. We look at three different areas of our life. You look at your physical life, you look at your relationships, and you look at your career and your money, your finances. In those three areas, what I'm focused on is helping people, you know, live their life by design in those three areas. If I was your coach, I would ask you this question. There's two kinds of people on the planet, people that operate at level 10 and the rest. Level 10, you know what I'm talking about. If you're an athlete, you know, if you were ever an athlete, you know what it means to be a gamer. You know what it means to kick ass on the playing field, to leave it all out there. And you know when you give a half-assed performance. In life and in business and in relationships and in health and vitality, there's only two kinds of people. People that operate at level 10 and those that don't. I'm talking to a group of salespeople and executives. And it was interesting talking to this group because most of them were saying, you know, I understand level 10. I mean, I know when things are rocking for me. I know when I'm kicking ass. I know when I'm doing well. But how do I get there all the time? I mean, you know, like I have too many days where I just feel humdrum, like things aren't going my way and I'm not in that state of flow. How do I get there? And that's where the book really, really kicks in. I say there's really four things that stop you from operating at level 10. Four addictions, if you will. Four things that kill your performance, whether it's your relationship, your health, your career, connecting with your buddies, hanging out, riding a skateboard, whatever you want to do. There's four things that kill your performance. Number one is the addiction to the opinions of other people. Trust your DNA. Know what it is that you do. Know what it is that you love, and then go for it every single day. If we can do that, if we can break free of the addictions of other people, my belief is we can do anything. You know, it's like okay, ready? Here's a good example. Yes, I just poured water all over my head live on a radio show, and of course my assistant John's looking at me like you're completely nuts. But see, here's my belief. You ready? I don't care what anybody else thinks. I stay committed to my vision, to my cause, to my belief, and you know what? I've got water in my head. So John, I've got water in my head, right? I don't give a shit. What do you need to do to get out of that rut? Pour water on your head, set a new goal, end a relationship, start a new relationship. The second thing that kills your performance is the addiction to drama. Now, you and I both know, especially if you've read the book, you get that the reason why people turn to drama, the reason why they go to, you know, oh my God, you're not going to believe what happened to me. Oh my God, he just poured water in his head. Who does he think he is? Right? You know people that act like that? They're really just trying to hide what's really going on in their world. So they'll push it all out here. They'll look at everybody else. They'll stir the pot over here. They'll gossip about everybody else so nobody looks back at here. You can't be a drama head and have high level performance. You can't be a drama head and be a level 10 in your relationship because things are going to go wrong. You know what I figured out? Man, your head, I'm looking at you right now. Your head is a scary place to be. The more you can let go of the drama, the more you can just say, look, I'm choosing to be drama free, the more you can go out and perform. The more you see things as they are. The third one, and I think this is a big one, especially when I talk to like owners of companies and people in long-term relationships, what kills our performance is the addiction to the past. In life, man, if you're stuck in the past, you're screwed. I mean, I'm not saying that we can't learn lessons from it. I'm not saying that, you know, we shouldn't honor the things we've done in the past, the people that have impacted us in the past. I'm saying if you live in the past, if your addiction is so strong that you hold on tight to the way things used to be, you become irrelevant in today's environment. It is our role and responsibility to keep moving forward, to keep things growing, to keep things evolving. That's my belief. The last one is the killer, the addiction to worry. Now, let me ask you a question. For all of us on the line, 270, 260, whatever the number is, right? If you're in a state of worry and panic, are you productive? If you're in a state of worry and panic, are you productive? The answer is absolutely no way. There is no way. Now, I'm not saying fear can't drive you to take action. Fear is an excellent motivator. short term and long term. Fear can be an excellent motivator. But in that state of worry, you're done. There is no power in worry. You got to get to the worst case scenario and you got to accept it. When you can go to the worst case scenario and before death and dying, and you can accept the worst case scenario, the worry goes away. The drama goes away. Carrie Lumen, let's go to your question real fast here. So where do you begin when everything seems hopeless? No job, facing eviction, came out of the real estate business. So Carrie, all right, now we're getting real. You got to go worst case scenario, and then you got to decide what it is that you want. You got to get clear on what it is that you want and recognize that you have nothing right now but time to go out and make it happen. So right now, the economy is the economy. The question is, what can you do to bring more value and to bring more service? There's plenty of other straight commission sales jobs you can go into. If you got to bang the phones, if you got to knock on doors, if you got to do whatever you can do, Carrie, you're a gamer. You got to get to the worst case scenario, accept it, and then move on. All right, so I'm going to go to a live video question. My first one.
So it's me, I guess. That's great. Look, let me be straightforward and honest with you.
Okay,
you can't see me because I'm a known person. I'm actually someone that people know in a certain industry. And if I even mention industry, people will get who this is. Look, I was the vice president of what is now the largest company in this industry. A company that does $10 billion a year in the 90s. I left, did a startup. The startup had a beautiful IPO. The IPO crashed in 2000. Ever since then, worry, regret living in the past. I know these things are bad. I got divorced. I lost everything I own. I make less money than I did right out of college. I used to be wealthy. I'm not. I'm running a startup company right now, and this is affecting the company and everything around me. My children, my relationships are all affected by the fact that I do live in the past, and my life is full of worry. I'm basically the person on point. If I don't close deals, basically no one gets paid, including myself, and literally we are always a week or two away from shutting down. I had huge disappointments over and over again. So I constantly think I'm going to pull out of this, and I need to live in a world of worry and regret.
Listen, man, you have done a lot in your life. You've experienced more, right? More highs and lows than most people probably on this conference series right now. So first of all, I want to acknowledge you for being the kind of gamer that can do what you've done. Dude, you're not going to tell me who you are, but you're going to email me at asktom@yourcoach.com, and I'm going to give you a 1-hour private session with you and I, right? Just you and I. You up for that?
Yes, can you repeat that email?
Okay, asktom@yourcoach.com. Okay? So Bill, here's what you got to do. You ready? You got to grab a yellow notepad, right? Or however you do it, white piece of paper. And you have to write down this question: what do I need to let go of? Everything is on the line. But here's what I know. If you are stuck in the past and focused on all this upset and all this distrust and people screwed me over and this went wrong and that went wrong, until you can get all that shit out of you, you're not going to go out and kick ass at level 10. You have to just say, what else do I need to let go of? What else do I need to let go of? And you got to write it and write it and write it until there's nothing else to write. It's a marathon. It's not going to happen on Tuesday. And Bill, my experience is guys like you, right? Unless we list it all out and write it all out, and whether we grab a thing and light it on fire, or we say, screw this, enough is enough, I'm letting it go. Until you get to that place, any other advice I would give you would just be adding on more things to do in a frickin' sewer. Now let's you and I meet, and from that tabula rasa, we're going to work on your vision, and we're going to make it happen. My gift to you. Thanks, buddy. I can't wait to meet you face to face. Okay, I'm going live to Amy.
I am a personal development trainer, a yoga therapist, and my whole life has been this way for like 30 years, to be re-inspiring myself and all the rest. But there are times where I kind of go down, where I feel like I need some juice because I could do what you do for everyone else, but I'm having a difficult time for me. So how would you say that we re-inspire ourselves?
Okay, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. A selfish act where you say, look, what does Amy really want, right? This is what you need right now. It's what's going to be the big, sexy vision that fires you up. You got to answer the question 5 years from now, what does your life look like? And then I want you to give yourself permission to be a little selfish. If I don't fill my own bucket, if I don't take care of me, I run on empty, and that's what creates the down.